Ready? Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome.
Oh, that's great. I'm still.
All right, we have 2 new students today. Welcome, join us. Today we're going to have some videos as well as to understand every month Wu Tong and Vincent, we have new topics. So this month topics is about food. My favorite topics is about food. Okay, yeah, I love food. Okay, so right, sorry, we got the new
Most time wait, I thought a system.
Okay, right. So let's.
Wait, is it like digestive system?
No, not really that. Give me a minute. I'm going to open up the file now. Okay, what do you see? Okay, today's lessons is about food. Okay, this is my book. All right, and then we're going to move on. We know what is fish spot, right, Peggy? By now, Peggy and Yishen and Raiden, you should know what you mean by fish spot, right, Peggy? Right, you have been doing a lot of essay for the past few months, Peggy, okay? So food for thought. Why we need to eat healthy? Wu Tong.
So that we won't fall sick very easily.
Yeah, very good. Well done. Do you exercise a lot, Wu Tong?
Sort of. My mom sometimes take us out to cycle.
Please don't just sit there and keep playing your Minecraft, your Roblox, your Call of Duty, what kind of games. It's okay to play computer games, but don't sit there too often. Go for your some sport. Thank you, Wu Tong. How about you, Yishan? Why we need to eat healthy? Next will be Peggy, then later Raiden. Listen, you'll be last later. Okay, Yishan, why? Why do we need to eat healthy? We can eat anything, but why must be healthy? I agree with Wu Tong that we need to eat healthy because we prevent us from getting sick. Yeah, well done. That's a good answer. Okay, wait, let you think, Aishan. Raiden, why do we need to eat healthy?
So you can get the vitamins and get more healthy energy, something like that.
Okay, more energy. Oh, okay. Can get stronger. Well done. I agree with you, my dear. Get stronger. Yes, especially now. Nowadays, with the COVID and with a lot of pandemic coming up, we have to not an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? So we must keep us healthy, right? True now, listen. All right, Peggy, what is your answer? 为什么我们要吃健康呢? Why must be healthy? Peggy?
So that we be stronger.
And why besides being stronger than what else?
You are not fall sick.
Yes, thank you. Okay, how about Yishan? You look at the picture there, we got strawberry, we got curry, we got carrot, we got tomato, we got grapes, we got berries. How come got no French fries, no cheeseburger, no McDonald's, no KFC, right? 以前为什么要吃健康呢? There's no right or wrong answer. Just your thoughts. Ishan, ready? Okay, Vincent, what is your answer? Why do we need to eat healthy? Please unmute your mic and please share with the class, please. Thank you. Yes, Vincent. What is your answer? And junk food can spoil your teeth. Yeah, true. I agree with you. Well done. Yes, Vincent, what is your answer? Yes, Vincent, I'm waiting for your answer. Can you unmute your mic, please? And tell the class. Yes? Your answer, Vincent? What is your answer, Vincent? Yes? Just no need to think so much. Just like what Peggy, what Wu Tong and what Raiden has mentioned, that you must keep strong, you must keep healthy. For Uncle Raymond's, I think eating healthy food is important because in order to prevent us from getting sick, make us stronger, we want to live longer. Agree, not Peggy? Right? Doesn't mean sometimes once a while you eat a bit of junk food, so it's nothing wrong. But if too much of junk food, what happens? You will spoil your body. Like what Wu Tong say, right? It's sometimes spoil your teeth, spoil your health. Right? True not, Yishan? Correct not? Right? 我们要吃的健康是因为我们要we must have a good brain power. Now, let's go to one of the YouTube and take a look what I have going to show you. Hopefully you can hear the sound. Let me see whether I can open up. Give me a minute. I'm going to open up the. I can't find my YouTube. Uh-oh, where is my YouTube? Give me a minute. Aha, found it. Okay, tell me whether you can hear what he's saying. Can you hear now? Can you hear? Thank you. Listen, can you hear? Yishan? Peggy, can I? Okay, let's go. And tell me later, I'm going to ask you questions.
Staying healthy and having lots of energy is important if you want to do the things you enjoy. One of the best ways to achieve this is by eating healthy food. Yum! There are important things that are present within the food we eat, and they are called nutrients. Nutrients help our body to function properly.
Take note of this word, please.
Let's look at some of these important nutrients. Fats. Fats are used by our body to keep us warm, protect our organs, and carry vitamins around our body. There are two types of fats: healthy fats and unhealthy fats. Healthy fats are great for our bodies and can be found in nuts, avocados, olive oils, fish, eggs, and soya beans. Unhealthy fats are not good for us, and eating too much of it can cause serious health problems. These fats can be found in processed foods, pastries, and biscuits. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are a nutrient found in two forms: sugars, present in fruits, vegetables, beans, and dairy, and starches, present in rice, potatoes, grains, breads, and cereals. The major portion of food we eat has carbohydrates. However, it's extra important for kids to include them in their diet to stay alert and active during the day. Protein. It is very important to include foods rich in proteins in our diets every day, as they are important for the growth and repair of our bodies. Protein-rich food to include in our diet are lean meats, eggs, fish, tofu, seeds, nuts, and beans. Vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are essential to keep us healthy. Did you know that they help us grow, help us to see, keep our organs, bones, muscles, and skin healthy, as well as help us to fight diseases? Vitamins and minerals can be found in all types of fresh fruits and vegetables. Calcium. Calcium is an incredibly important mineral. Calcium is stored in our teeth and bones and keeps them strong and prevents cracks and breaks. You can find calcium in dairy products such as milk, yogurt, and cheese, as well as leafy green vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Fiber. Fiber is a substance that helps us with the organs inside our stomach. This means it helps us to remove the waste from our bodies and stay healthy. Fiber can be found in foods such as brown rice, whole grain bread, cereals, nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables. Water. Water is essential for helping your body digest and use the nutrients found in the foods you eat every day. Therefore, it is important to drink lots of water every day to help with this process. It is very important to ensure that your daily diet includes a variety of all these foods. Having a balanced diet makes sure that our bodies receive all the nutrients we need to have energy, stay healthy, and continue growing. However, sometimes we eat foods that are tasty but aren't healthy. Many of these are packaged convenience foods, which are full of unhealthy fats and sugars. We can enjoy eating these foods, but it's important to only eat these types of foods sometimes as a treat, as too much of it will cause us to become unhealthy and sick. So make sure you keep your daily diet full of delicious, brightly colored fresh foods that provide lots of different nutrients, and drink plenty of fresh water to keep yourself energized.
Okay, thank you for that. So I'd like to ask some of the questions. Oh gosh, sorry, I think, oh my goodness. Wait, I'm going to get another video again. Sorry, because I have three screens, so a bit confused sometimes. Pardon me. Wait, where is my others? Okay. Let's give me another minute for a while to put it up to go for the next video. I just want to start up the next video for
I'm
you.
not good with my language and communication skills, so it's essential for me
Wait
to
a
have
minute.
writing.
Okay. All right. So hold on to this one first, and then move on to next. Okay. Okay, guys. What have you learned from the video? Let's start with Wutong. What is the what did the video tells you about it? What did you say? Any ideas?
It's
What
so
did they
like
talk about? Yeah.
it talk about things that are found in types of food, and if they're healthy or unhealthy, and what they do it for.
So there is two types of fat, Yishan. Where are you, Yishan? There are two types of fat, right? Vincent, which are the two types of fat, Vincent? Can you remember? The video showed two types of fats. Can you name the two types of fats?
Healthy and unhealthy.
Awesome, very good. Yes, yeah, you good. Pay attention. There's this thing inside. Just now the video talk about a W. What is the W, Peggy? What's the word start with W?
Water.
Yes, I think please, we have to drink a lot of water. If we are not going to drink a lot of water, it's not very good. That's why I totally agree with Dr. Wu Tong. Dr. Wu, you talk about eating junk food spoil the teeth. Drinking a lot of water will help. Okay, that's why I call now. Like today, we are all doctors here. So thank you, Dr. Peggy. Then Dr. Vincent was saying the healthy fats and unhealthy fats. Okay, Dr. Yishan, there is this thing start with V. Why is it they talk about the V inside? Yishan? V. The alphabet V. and the word V. End with N, right? Wutong, correct now. Wait, right? End with N, right? 为什么？为什么？什么？为他什么？以前为他什么
Vitamin.
？Yeah, vitamins. Remember 以前 they talk about vitamins. 他有讲到维他命 vitamins, right? Now, listen, Peggy, Yishen, Raiden, and Wutong, do you know there are different types of vitamins? Do you know that? Please, I tolong you, I beg you, all of you must know these vitamins, even though this is not a science lesson, because eventually you need to know that vitamins A, D, and E, and K, all is involved in science. Whether you like it or not, children, all these vitamins you need to know because eventually, whether you are P4, P5, P6, or even until Set 1, Set 2, Set 3, you need to know all these vitamins in your science and in your exam, okay? Okay, because this will really keep you healthy and good. Thank God, I think Peggy and Yishen, last 2 weeks, we saw some video, right? Very poor thing, right? Those children got no food to eat, remember? Very poor thing, right? I show, right? Very sad, right? Some of them, their whole are dying, their stomach bulging out, you know, 没有东西吃，就是讲难听一点，就是等死 waiting to die. But thank God we are in Singapore, we have good, healthy food, or sometimes we got too much of junk food. That's what Wutong is saying, that it's no good. But sadly to say, all of us like to eat junk food more than eating vegetables. So Vincent, what else did they mention inside the video? Start with N and end with T. Start with N for nose, and end with T. What is that word? Thank you, Wutong. Well done. Wutong sent out the answer to me. It's called new what? Becky? New what? Listen, you know what's the answer?
Nutrient.
Yes, well done. Very good. Well, if you guys continue like that to talk and listen, I think next year P4 and even P6, you guys can do it very well. Okay. Zoom lesson is not like Uncle Raymond talks. You guys have to respond, okay? Reciprocate to talk to me as well. Right, thank you. So what else inside the video talk about this healthy food? You talk about minerals, right? We talk about things that we eat must be having. Start with P. Anyone? Start with P. Yes, Wutong.
Protein.
Yes, we need protein. And then start with another word. Start with F. And with E. Yeah, protein is very important, Peggy. Without protein, you see, you'll not be look so pretty, so nice, so handsome like all of you. Like no wonder I got no protein, my hair is dropping off. Start with F and with E. Not like so, yeah, Vincent and Wutong and Raiden, you see, you all got nice, handsome face and nice hair. Uncle, you see, botak already. Eat too much junk food, Vincent. That's why. Last time, Uncle Raymond young, eat too many Maggi mee. And now I'm not feeling well. Sometimes eat too much Panadol, you see. Stress. Sometimes stress is good. Okay, be careful. Don't eat the thing inside your mouth. Inside after you swallow it, that's it. Okay, what is the word start with F and with E? Come on, you need that things. You make you very strong. Like bodybuilder like to do that. They eat a lot of these type of proteins. Start with F and with E. Inside got B.
Fiber.
Yes, you need fibers. Hey guys, sorry, I'm not sure. There are some children who don't like to eat meat. Wutong, do you like to eat meat?
Sort of.
Or sort of. Okay, how about you, Vincent? You like to eat meat?
Well, yes, I like to eat a lot.
Wow, what
I
kind of meat?
also like to eat vegetables and the rest.
Oh, great. Wow.
Too much meat can cause cancer.
No, you're right.
Especially red meat like steak.
Okay, please mute your mic, okay? So,
Yeah.
yes, meat is good, but seldom children eat vegetable. Peggy, you like to eat vegetable? You should not. Okay, next lesson, I go and order Grab food. Now I buy one bowl of vegetable you must eat in front of the class, okay? And show that you love it. Okay, Yishen, is lunch still time?
How funny.
Yishen, you like to eat vegetable? 喜欢吃菜 No, this morning, okay, I was walking with my wife, Auntie Christine, in the garden, in the park. I saw some auntie, okay, in the garden planting the kailan, the xiao bai cai, the brinjal, the carrots, you know. Wow, it's so nice, right? This is very organic food, right? Wutong, right? I think now I'm so sorry to say, your generation are now more or less like being polluted by the environment, right? Ishan, correct now? 污染, 环境污染. You see, because of this pollution, that's why you got COVID-19. You got a lot of things, right? So in order to eat healthy, I agree with all of you that we must be able to keep, like just now, Wutong, you're saying healthy body. Yes, the start of the video, you talk about being healthy, being strong, being confident. So Peggy, Wutong, and Raiden, well done. Okay, before the start of the video, you got the ideas ready. All right, so Vincent and Wutong, this is not in school, that you must really focus, must hand in homework, must do this or things like that. Okay, I want you to enjoy. Okay, the lesson is to enjoy, not to be stressed. Then if you want to stress, and sorry, the two guys just join in. If you want to come here to get A1 or get A star, please, this is a wrong class already. Okay, I'm not interested to get good grades. I'm only interested to get good brains. Agree or not, Vincent? People like you give the answer immediately. This is what I want. Okay, I'm not interested you get A1s or A star. All right. Main thing is you must be happy when you learn. So last thing to ask, the whole video itself, it talks about different types of proteins, fibers, mineral, waters, healthy and not healthy, fats. And the most important thing is the video says something. Can anyone tell me? 它就讲到很重要的一点在里面。Seriously, only 4 alphabet. And here, please, Vincent and Wutong, there's no racism, there's no vulgarity, there's no bully, okay? So whatever we say must be professional, okay? You can joke with me, you can call Uncle Raymond, you're botak, you're ugly, you're fat. It's okay. I can accept it, but don't say other people, okay, come. The 4 alphabet is very important in the whole entire video. What is that word? Start with 4 alphabet. 4. 4 only, my dear. 4 only. Are you ready? It start with a D for dog. Whoever can guess it, well done. You got bonus point. Again, Yishan, Uncle Raymond's are going to give you a surprise gift. Hopefully, I can deliver to your house, or you have to come over to get your voucher. I don't know how. It's either a ice cream for you, or some wet food voucher, or some discount tuition voucher for your hard work. Okay, serious. Okay, and it's also part of the Christmas from Uncle Raymond. Usually, Uncle Raymond would like to give gifts to students for Christmas. Being a Christian and the Catholics, we love to share. It's Christmas time, right?
Really?
Right. Are you Christian also? Lisa, are you Christian?
I don't know what's Christian.
Christmas. Okay. What's the D? Come on. And with T.
Well, I've forgotten how to pronounce it.
Type it out, my dear. Type it out. Start with D and with T. Sorry? You're lagging? I can't hear you.
No. Is it diet?
Well done.
Actually, I didn't know how to pronounce diet only.
Now we learn from each other, my dear. Okay? We learn from each other. It's okay. So the word is diet. Now, what is diet? Raiden, what is diet?
Like you cut down how much junk food you eat, like that.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, how about Vincent, what is the meaning of diet? We're going to move on to the next video so quickly. We don't waste time. Please, during my lesson, don't use IDK. Don't say I don't know. If you're not sure with the answer, just say pass. I'll go to the next person, okay? So every minute is very important for all of you, okay? Don't waste the time. So Vincent, what is diet? What is your definition of diet?
Well, pass.
Okay, Peggy?
Not eating any junk food.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Yishan, what is diet? Wutong?
I think like diet is something to do with like cutting down I think diet is like, what do you call it? Not eating any junk food.
As
And
what Dr. Peggy say, junk food, yes, and also vegan, well done. And what else?
and
Actually,
And
that
then
was my idea
more
too.
vegetables.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, Vincent, did you say something? No?
No, I said it was my idea because I thought the idea at the same time.
Okay, no problem. Wutong, the last time I taught a few Catholic boys was about a few years ago. So yeah, well done. You still live up to the spirits of Catholics. You know Catholics are very famous of table tennis. Correct? And basketball. Yeah, seriously.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it is. Okay, because a lot of you are my ex-friends, my good friends. Now they are very old already, 60 plus. In fact, until 60 plus now, they're still playing table tennis. Okay, so anyway, well done. Diet is something that we need to control a balance of food intake. Okay, for example, how much food we eat, how much carbohydrates are. The video talk about carbohydrates, the calories, how much fats, healthy fat or not healthy fat. Why you see some people are so plump and fat, and then they cannot move, then got high bloods. Uncle Raymond used to be very fat until my wife, Auntie Christine, said, Raymond, you're so fat, you better cut down. So I have to go for jogging, for exercise. So having too much fat inside the body is not so good, because it might cause you heart attack, high cholesterol, high blood. Next, we're going to talk about the next video that we're going to show you. This one is very important. Please pay attention, because I'm going to ask you questions. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. This is a very, very popular education.
I know this one.
You know,
If you sucked all of the moisture out of your brain and broke it down to its constituent nutritional content, what would it look like?
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, during my study, my degree and master, we also learn about the brain, the function of the brain. Now, guys, Vincent, Wutong, Peggy, and Yishan, and Raiden, if somebody going to tell you that, hey, use your right brain or your left brain to think, there's no such thing of right brain or left brain, children. It's your whole brain. So Wutong, when you talk to me, you say, Uncle Raymond, I'm using my right brain to talk to you now. Then Vincent will say, Uncle Raymond, no. Wutong is using right brain, I'm using my left brain. Then Becky will say, Uncle Raymond, I use my whole brain to talk to you. Then Yishan will say, I'm using my front brain. Then Raiden will say, I'm using my back brain. Oh my goodness, so which brain? It's a whole brain. Excuse me, you can take out your brain. You can take out, this is my left brain, talk to you now. This is my right brain, talk to you now. This is my front brain. Well, you can cut your brain into 4 parts. My goodness, you think what? You're Iron Man or Spider-Man? No such thing, children. Okay, the research has shown that every year in US, just to update you, in US, there's this group of scientists, brain specialists, will sit down and talk nothing about brains. Do you know sometimes when you get yourself injured, children? I say this before I forget. When you get injured, when someone hit your hand, your arms, okay, sometimes Raiden is my son, by the way. Raiden and Uncle Raymond sometimes will go to attend martial art. Sometimes we get injured or blue black. It's very easy to recover. But when your brain get concussion and you damage your brain cell, do you know sometimes you go into coma and you take a long time to recover? And what happens? You will never wake up. You become vegetarian. You just lie down and cannot think.
What is coma?
Coma, that means you sleep long, you cannot wake up, you're just there, but you're not dead, no? The person is not dead, you're not dead, and the person is not dead, but sometimes you can see his breathing, but it might take a while, maybe 1 year later you wake up, or maybe you'll never wake up, maybe 1 month you wake up, especially when you fell down. That's why you must wear a helmet, okay?
Oh.
Yes, and by the way, Uncle Raymond is also a policeman, okay?
Really?
Yes, I'm a volunteer policeman. So like yesterday, I was doing my police duty. So I also make sure, nowadays the cyclists, right? Remember cycling on the road, they must wear helmets to protect themselves. Same thing. All right. So taking notes that your brain is very important. Okay, you need to improve with your brain cells so that you can be able to innovate and be creative. So this video will tell you why brain is so important. The brain is like a bank. Okay, 以前你懂 bank 吗？银行 BANK. The more you learn, the more you do things you put in. So my advice is your brain has a very powerful memory like the hard disk in your laptop. The moment you can have a bad setup, bye-bye, that's it. Okay, so you realize some old people, they forgot about the memories. So in order to, yes, ask me, don't stop.
I just say really.
Yes, it's true. So please, you are still young, so please do not affect your brains. Take care of your brain, seriously. Like just now, the first video is to take care of your brain by eating healthy food, okay? Now I'm going to not interrupt you and listen to this and pay attention. At the end of the video, I'll ask you a question again. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Most of the weight of your dehydrated brain would come from fats, also known as lipids. In the remaining brain matter, you would find proteins and amino acids, traces of micronutrients, and glucose. The brain is, of course, more than just the sum of its nutritional parts, but each component does have a distinct impact on functioning, development, mood, and energy. So that post-lunch apathy or late-night alertness you might be feeling, well, that could simply be the effects of food on your brain. Of the fats in your brain, the superstars are omegas 3 and 6. These essential fatty acids, which have been linked to preventing degenerative brain conditions, must come from our diets. So eating omega-rich foods like nuts, seeds, and fatty fish is crucial to the creation and maintenance of cell membranes. And while omegas are good fats for your brain, long-term consumption of other fats, like trans and saturated fats, may compromise brain health. Meanwhile, proteins and amino acids, the building block nutrients of growth and development, manipulate how you feel and behave. Amino acids contain the precursors to neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that carry signals between neurons, affecting things like mood, sleep, attentiveness, and weight. They're one of the reasons we might feel calm after eating a large plate of pasta, or more alert after a protein-rich meal. The complex combinations of compounds in food can stimulate brain cells to release mood-altering norepinephrine, dopamine, and serotonin. But getting to your brain cells is tricky, and amino acids have to compete for limited access. A diet with a range of foods helps maintain a balanced combination of brain messengers and keeps your mood from getting skewed in one direction or the other. Like the other organs in our bodies, our brains also benefit from a steady supply of micronutrients. Antioxidants in fruits and vegetables strengthen the brain to fight off free radicals that destroy brain cells, enabling your brain to work well for a longer period of time. And without powerful micronutrients like the vitamins B6, B12, and folic acid, our brains would be susceptible to brain disease and mental decline. Trace amounts of the minerals iron, copper, zinc, and sodium are also fundamental to brain health and early cognitive development. In order for the brain to efficiently transform and synthesize these valuable nutrients, it needs fuel, and lots of it. While the human brain only makes up about 2% of our body weight, it uses up to 20% of our energy resources. Most of this energy comes from carbohydrates that our body digests into glucose or blood sugar. The frontal lobes are so sensitive to drops in glucose, in fact, that a change in mental function is one of the primary signals of nutrient deficiency. Assuming that we are getting glucose regularly, how does the specific type of carbohydrates we eat affect our brains? Carbs come in 3 forms: starch, sugar, and fiber. While on most nutrition labels, they are all lumped into one total carb count, the ratio of the sugar and fiber subgroups to the whole amount affect how the body and brain respond. A high glycemic food, like white bread, causes a rapid release of glucose into the blood, and then comes the dip. Blood sugar shoots down, and with it, our attention span and mood. On the other hand, oats, grains, and legumes have slower glucose release, enabling a steadier level of attentiveness. For sustained brain power, Opting for a varied diet of nutrient-rich foods is critical. When it comes to what you bite, chew, and swallow, your choices have a direct and long-lasting effect on the most powerful organ in your body.
It is, okay, sorry, let me go through this. Okay, guys, it is very true that if you do not take care of your brains, okay, you are just like a laptop with a hard disk crash and all your memory, your data, your informations are gone. Now, I always tell my 3 children, okay, Raiden got 1 koko and Zhe, who is now already an adult, okay. I always tell my 3 children, even my students, that you, before you go to exam or Wutong, you either drink a cup of milk, okay, get some water, get some bread, okay. A hungry man is an angry man, right, Vincent? So you need to eat a lot. If you don't eat, look at the video, all right, what happened? I was a teacher for 7 years plus, as a discipline teacher and as an examiner. I went to a school as an invigilator, as a set force exam. One of the students, I can still remember she was very hardworking 以前，她是 burn midnight oil 就是读到晚上 and then next day go to exam. But guess what, Vincent? She forgot to took her breakfast. Halfway through the exam, she nearly fainted. Okay, not enough oxygens. Sit still, Braden, please. Sit still, please, Braden. Don't move already, okay? Thank you. So what happened to her is that she fainted, and what happened? She let out glucose and sugar. She cannot function, she cannot think. So children, if you want to skip your meal, you want to eat Wutong, good luck to you. Okay? Your school is a very competitive school, right? Everyone take the best vitamins, fibers, and things like that. And in the video, you talk about vitamin B12, B14, and there's this very important word start with O and with A. What is that word?
Omega.
Yes, well done, Raiden. Remember, omega is very important. If later I can find a video, and you know, Wutong and Vincent, do you like to eat the fish start with S? Don't say Raiden, keep quiet, please. Start with S and with N. Yishan and Peggy, do you like that fish? Start with S and with N. You know what is that fish?
Salmon.
Yes, well done, Peggy. Do you like salmon?
Yes, I like salmon.
Yeah, later I got a one. If I can find the video, I'll show you.
I like salmon.
Salmon is a, yeah, I love salmon also. Yeah, you know, salmon is a very tough fish, right? Agree? Very nice, right? Very nice. Yes. Later, if I show you the video, then you will see what I meant. Okay.
Oh, actually, I also like it a lot.
It's very good because the fish give you omega, give you brain power. You know, salmon, sometimes you have to swim up to lay their eggs, then they have to swim down and up again. It's not easy to find their place. And I later can find the video when you're doing the exercise later, okay? But trust me, children, with omega fibers, carbohydrates, calciums, iron, zinc, all these things comes in place to make your brain strong and healthy. Okay, now guys, there are 800 to 900 million children out there in the world who are not so lucky than you, right? Peggy and Yishan, you saw, right? So in order to make yourself, you thank God you're lucky to born in a beautiful family, with a beautiful country, with a beautiful environment. Don't abuse it. You know, a lot of people like to drink alcohol, like to smoke, okay? Right? And then like yesterday, we were doing some testing. One of my colleagues we are in the police force. So we are doing some testing. Say, hey, cannot taste. How come I cannot taste? Then I decided, yeah lah, smoke too much lah, cannot taste. So you lost, the brain cannot, Peggy, brain cannot, I cannot detect, sorry. So he keeps testing. I said, yeah, I cannot taste. I lost my taste bud. They say, yeah lah, smoke some more, drink some more, no good. Nothing wrong, right?
You know, coronavirus also can make you lose your taste.
Correct, you're right, Raiden. So please, you are still very young. Okay, I've seen students, Vincent, students who take drugs and end up to become, yes, very sad, who take drugs, who took drugs, not they take, who took drugs, and then who smoke or things like that. Why? Because they come from a broken family, children. Some of them, their parents are drug addicts. Okay, I haven't brought a student to Changi prison to see how it was very bad, seriously. Why? Because they never think. Seriously, make one wrong move, good luck to you. Okay, now you understand why? As a volunteer police officer like myself, sometimes I go around to tell auntie, uncle, be careful. Remember now a lot of scam, right? Vincent, got a lot of phone scam. People go and treat you how to transfer money. Hello, your grandson kidnapped by me. You better give me money. Then you're talking to a person who is also a police officer. So funny, right? Hey, get it? Then the police officer say, oh, where is it? Your son now in my hand. You must give me $20,000. But the police officer, the ex-police officer, maybe already their children are already adult. So see, or some say, auntie, your grandson is now with me. You better come and pass the money to me. If not, your grandson will what. Wow, then the grandparents scared. You see, all this, you see, we also educate people. Before you do anything, Vincent and Wu Tong and Peggy and Yishan, we don't know already. Always think of this. So then how? Write down, please. So if someone come to you, then what must you do? How are you going to do it? So if somebody tell you, Wu Tong, so your brother or your sister is telling this, so if you trust them, then what must you do? Call your parents, call your teacher, call the police. How do you know that this guy is real or not? Doesn't mean everyone with tattoo on their body are bad guys. Agree or Vincent? True or not? Right?
Yes.
Some people without tattoo can be bad guy also, correct?
Correct.
Because that day when I was doing policing duty, so got this little boy come, police officer, sir. Then tattoo people are bad guys. I was like, oh, you know TikTok. Oh. Then the tattoo may be Powerpuff Girl or Pokemon. Not the drive gun. Maybe it's the tattoo might be Pokemon's playback or Steven Universe or something like that. Correct. So please, your eyes must be always alert. Where you come from, children, Yishan, all from your brain. You must think with your brain. Okay? And the things that you think from the brain is what? The knowledge that come from people. The only person you can trust, children, is your parents, your grandparents. Of course, your auntie, uncle, right? And of course, you have to trust your teacher. Don't anyhow trust stranger. Okay, make sure that especially sometimes outside the gate, people say, hey, 小弟弟, 小妹妹, come. Your mommy, daddy asked me to fetch you home. So, then you have to use a so then how already, right, Peggy? So, did my mommy just this morning tell me that got this uncle come and fetch me? Then no. Then, should I follow this uncle because he want to give me a lollipop? Hello, don't lollipop. I think your life is more worth than a lollipop, correct or not? Then how? Of course, you're not going to follow him, correct or not? Then you can pretend to throw him a question. How? Oh, my mommy name is called Queen Elizabeth. Just bluff her. Wu Tong. So yeah, your mommy is Queen Elizabeth. Then he said, 神经病，你根本都不认识我妈咪. Then, oh, my daddy is called Jack Ma. Oh yeah, Jack Ma. 你会讲梁志强更好. Correct. Oh, my father is called Michael Jackson. No, you just ask him. You know what is my father's name? He said, my father called you to come and fetch me. You know my father's name? Oh, your father is Mr. Wu. I also know. I also Wu. I'm Wu Tong. Yeah, so stupid, man. You think you're so stupid, right? Oh, your father is Mr. Say. Yeah, I'm Peggy Say. Of course, my father is Mr. Say. Correct. So you must say, oh, my father is called my father is called Iron Man. Oh yeah, your father is Iron Man. Yeah. I met a woman. So guys, always test your stranger. Don't just stupidly follow. Oh yeah, my father say. Then my akong say, my ama say, also follow lah. Correct or not? Right? Then you must test them. Do you know my daddy handphone number? It's 9812345 Then you say, no, my daddy got no handphone. Ha, pentan. Bye. Yeah, but be careful when you do that. Make sure you are in front of On top must have camera. All right. You make sure that you're near the bus stop or somewhere, not near the roadside. Because someone will snatch you and put it into the cars. Bye-bye. Sayonara. Goodbye. Then you must shout until very loud. Are you sure? What is your name? Must be loud. Don't say, are you sure? What is your name? 哎呦，你给鬼听啊！你要大声 ，hear me man? My father call you to come see me ma. Then loud enough. Okay, wrong. Mr. Wu Tong better go away already. But make sure once you have this kind of things, your brain will tell you, hello, excuse me, you registered already. This guy is a bad guy. Okay, not a bad man. It's not B-A-T, it's B-A-D. He's very bad, make me very sad, make me very mad. I'm not glad. I'm going to tell my dad. It rhymes. Okay, children? So all is so then how. Why I'm teaching you all this? Because at the end of the day, you have to use this so then how for comprehension. Ready? Now, this is where these are all my lessons are linked. I think Peggy and Ishan will understand. Now I'm going to go through this and I hope I can find the salmon's story for you guys. I use it to do it for my church school. Where is my answer? Okay, let's go for next thing. Look at this junk food versus healthy food. Okay, your job is supposed to be a homework, but I know now it's school holiday. But Wu Tong and Vincent, every lesson they will sure have some homework. But I don't like to enforce and go and complain to your parents, say, Wu Tong for the past 10 weeks never do homework. I'm not interested in telling your parents like that. Okay, guys? I think it's your responsibility. Your brain has to tell you what to do and what not to do. Okay, like Peggy and Shen has been sending homework to me, has and whens. If feel free, don't hand in a homework that is a piece of junk homework. Agree now, Wu Tong, right? You want to hand in a good one. Just like your papa, when your papa cook rice or cook food for you, she cook with love and passion for you. So please, Wu Tong, if you need to go toilet, go ahead. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So guys, children, you understand what I'm saying? All right. Be happy and learn. So junk food versus healthy food. Of course, you see both are hard, but sometimes you have to pamper yourself like Yishan and Peggy, correct? Sometimes, Yishan, you don't tell me you don't like to eat ice cream or French fry. Then 你好像不是人，你是外星人。Correct?
Yes.
对吗？ Because if you don't like eat junk food, then you come from Mars or Jupiter.
Yeah.
Correct now. Wu Tong, if you don't like junk food, you don't like to eat French fry, KFC, McDonald's, Happy Meal, I think something wrong with you, like must see doctor already.
Yeah.
True not?
True.
I mean, occasionally eat a bit because you're still young, you're not healthy, right? But sorry to say, there are some patients I've seen before in my life. I've lost 3 students who really passed away. So one of them was very sick, during her time, she cannot eat a lot of things. She got cancer. Very sad, got cancer. So sometime in life, we have to appreciate what we have. Okay, some people are born to have some cancerous cells, some are born to have this and that. So please take care of your health, the most important things, and do good things. Right, Peggy, agree? Do good things. All right. So now, Peggy, if you don't eat junk food, okay, I also worried. You come from Uranus or Mercury. You also 外星人. Okay, no hard feeling. You must eat a bit, not don't say totally don't, correct no. But if I tell you, Vincent and Wu Tong, you must smoke a cigarette, then something wrong with Uncle Raymond with you, right? Correct no? Yeah, but you say junk food like potato chips, French fry, it's okay, right? But not that kind of cigarette or drugs. Never touch drugs. Okay, seriously. All right. If you touch drugs, good luck to you. Your whole brain cell will gone. Trust me. I have a student who glue sniffing. A student friend glue sniffing. What happened? Too much of glue sniffing on the 12th floor. The fella was walking on the parapet and boom, Superman, bye bye. 从12楼掉下来死掉. Because the brain seriously cannot function with it. So don't destroy your brain. You only got one brain. Take care and make use of it. Right? If there's any part of your brain going to get spoiled, good luck to you. It takes many days, years, or months or even don't know how long to recover back.
You
So
cannot repair your brain.
yes, correct, Raiden, you're right. Okay, so healthily eating plates, the healthy, not healthy, sorry. Healthy eating plates. Now, this is the things that you need to eat. My advice is start taking fish oil, taking more milk, drink more milks, take more fruits, and well done for those of you who are taking vegetables. You see, this is called the, you see, Harvard School of the Public Health. Harvard School, no, is one of the top university in United States of America. Not I say one, I'm not the one who say this, and this is supposed to be, if you drink plenty of water, and please do not drink soft drinks. Seriously, no Japanese people like to drink green tea, like Peggy. You know green tea? Right, green tea, right? 以前好像我们中国人喜欢喝茶，对吗？茶道 ，right？ 我相信在公教也是有这样那个茶道 ，right？ Chinese tea is very good to detox your body, to 排毒。Please, too much of soft drink like what A&W, root beers lah, Kikapo lah, Coke lah. Don't drink too much Coke. Seriously, all right? Not too much. Yeah, sometimes I have to pamper myself. Sometimes I'm so tired I have to drink this kind of drink, but it's no good. Plain water is the best for your brain if you want to keep yourself healthy. All right. So look here. Most often, these are all the things. The green color, the color veggies will help you. Sometimes food from animals. Sometimes these are, you say, not totally out. Okay. In fact, all these give you energy. All these give you thinking power. All these make you to not just give you energy, but make your brain to function well. So ladies and gentlemen, all these food you must eat, but don't eat those overcooked food or expired food or things that food that got a lot of how should I say usually are not, some food are really I just can't think of it, but there's some food that is really not too good to eat too much cholesterol. All right. You can see some of your classmates, maybe your age, listen, they are 80 kg. Oh my goodness, 80 kg, you know. It's like sumo wrestler. Like sumo wrestler.
Who's sumo wrestler? I don't.
It's like a wrestler is a very big size.
Like very, very like fat and all this.
Yes,
Oh, that
exactly.
I know
Okay.
there's this sumo wrestler very fat.
Yep. Okay, let's read. Vincent, can you read to the class? Why do we need to eat healthy? Let's go. Come on, it's going to be 4 o'clock. Let's read. Healthy food. Okay, Wutong, can you read to the class then, followed by Vincent, okay? Healthy food, Wutong.
Healthy food refers to food that contains the right amount of nutrients to keep our body fit. We need healthy food to keep ourselves fit.
Carry on, next one. Carry on. Wutong.
Furthermore, healthy food is also very delicious as opposed to popular thinking. Nowadays, kids need to eat healthy food more than ever. We must encourage good eating habits so that our future generations will be healthy and fit. Most importantly, the harmful effects of junk food and the positive impact of healthy food must be stressed upon. People should teach kids from an early age about the same.
Yes. So you see, in order to make ourselves, to keep our bodies strong and healthy and lively and free from illnesses and free from disease or even free from cancer, we must continue to have a proper diet. Remember the word diet. Eat proper food. All right. Thank you. Vincent, your turn. Benefits of healthy food. Your turn, please. Well read now, Wutong, but I need your rhythm. If you're going to continue with a couple of lessons with Uncle Raymond's, I'm very particular in your pronunciation, your rhythms, and the flow, the dum. So you have to read. Healthy food refers to food that contains the right amount of nutrients. All right. Back to you, Vincent.
Healthy food does not have one but numerous benefits. It helps in various shapes of life.
Various spheres of life.
Healthy
Yes.
food does not impact on our personal health but medical health too. When we intake healthy fruits and vegetables that are full of nutrients, we reduce the chance of disease. For instance, green vegetables help to maintain strength and vigor.
Vigor. That means very strong,
Healthy
active.
food keeps away long-term illness like
Diabetes,
diabetes and blood pressure. Similarly,
obesity.
obesity is the biggest problem in our country is facing now. People are facing prey to obesity faster than expected. However, this can be controlled.
Yes, obese means fat 啦。以前 obese 的意思就是肥胖，肥跟胖。OK， 就是 obese 的人就是很肥很胖的人，就是一直吃。
Obese people usually include a
Indulge
lot of junk food.
就是要 like to
Junk
love。
food contains sugar, salt, fat, and more which contribute to obesity. Healthy food can help you get rid of all this as it does not contain healthy things.
OK, last paragraph.
In addition, healthy food also helps you save money. It is much cheaper in comparison to junk food. Plus, all that goes in your preparation of healthy food is low cost. Thus, you'll be saving a great amount when you only customize healthy food.
Consume healthy food. Well done, Vincent and Wu Tong. Okay.
Actually, healthy food is more expensive than junk food.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
normal peanut butter is like $5 or $2, then healthy peanut butter is like $7.
Yes. But if
Yes.
this is the price, I think you should eat more healthy food to pay a bit more expensive than to pay for the medical fees or medicines that you are taking, right? So not wrong for Raiden to say that in order to make yourself healthy, you spend a bit more on the healthy food than to spend money on the medicines or medicine that you call it. Usually it's called medicines, and then on medical bills or even stay in hospital and things like that. No. That's not the way. Well read for both of you, but I think you need to improve your rhythms. Okay, thank you. Okay. Raiden, junk food versus healthy food. If we look,
Junk food, if we look at the scenario today, we see how the fast food market is increasing at a rapid rate with the
onset of food delivery.
With the onset of food delivery apps, and more people now like having junk food more. In addition, junk food is also tastier and easier to prepare. However, just to satisfy our taste buds, we are risking our health. You may feel more satisfied after having junk food, but that is just the feeling of fulfillment and nothing else. Consumption of junk food leads to poor concentration, more something. You may also get digestive problems as junk food does not have fiber, which helps with indigestion.
Last paragraph.
Similarly,
Irregularity.
Irregularity for your blood sugar levels happens because of junk food. It is show because it contains few carbohydrates and protein. Also, junk food increase levels of cholesterol and some
Triglyceride. Okay.
triglyceride.
So you see junk food. Thank you. Yes. Mute your mic. So yes, Vincent, anything to say? No, so I continue. So what we are talking about here is it?
Well, actually, I do have.
Yes.
It's just that one of my family members likes smoking a lot.
Like what?
Smoking.
Oh, okay. I'm also a smoker, by the way, but I cut down a lot of smoking already. Okay, I cut down a lot of the way.
And also, what time do we end?
We will end about tonight 10 o'clock.
I mean,
Frankie was like, Uncle, you siao 10 o'clock, crazy lah. Okay, we got another half an hour to go, right? So now we're going to talk about this junk food and healthy food in a couple of minutes later on. But we have to move on to the next one here. All right, Peggy. On the other hand,
healthy food contains a plethora.
Yes, plethora of nutrients. Plethora means a plate. Please write down this word, guys. Plethora. Very beautiful word to write down. Yishan, write down. Plethora means 很多各种各样how you say in Chinese is 五花八门 it's like a lots of different types of it. Okay, we give you a choice. Yeah, okay, the choice. Okay, the plethora of nutrients. Carry on.
It's not only keeps our body healthy, but also our mind and soul. It increases our brain's functionality.
Increase our brain's functionality.
Plus, it enhances our immunity system.
This is very important because this will help you to fight against the COVID-19 and other illnesses and germs and bacteria and viruses. Carry on.
Intake of whole foods with minimum or no processing is the finest of one's health.
Thank you. Very good. Carry on. Last paragraph. In short,
we must recognize that junk food may seem more tempting and appealing.
Exactly. Yes. Like, wow, strawberry, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. Wow. But that's not very good for your health. Carry on. It comes
with a great cost. A cost which is really hard to pay. Therefore, we all must have healthy food and strive for
a longer
and healthier life.
Write down this sentence, please. We all must have healthy food and strive for a longer and healthier life. Write down this sentence. It is very important. This sentence not goes to you, Vincent, Wu Tong, Peggy, Yishan, and Raiden. Please pass this message down to your grandparents, to your parents, to whoever it is. What you have learned today is healthy food to give you a longer and healthier life. This is the most important message that I want to bring across to all of you. All right, this is super important. Without these healthy foods, there's no point popping out so many vitamins or popping out pills and things like that. Eat healthy, sleep well, exercise well. Yes, and of course, you don't drink excess of alcohol or smoke or take those kind of drugs, illegal drugs. You see, in Singapore, illegal drugs is a death sentence. Death sentence. You'll go for hanging. Okay. Let's move on. Yes, Pinshan, you say something?
Really?
Yes. Okay, really. Okay, Yishan, your turn. How does healthy food benefit us? Your answer, please. Yishan?
Healthy benefit has a lot of
Benefits. Keep up. It keeps.
It keeps us healthy and fit.
Moreover,
it keeps away
diseases,
like
diabetes,
diabetes,
blood pressure,
blood pressure,
cholesterol. Cholesterol 就是胆固醇啊 cholesterol.
cholesterol, and many more.
Peggy, Vincent, Wu Tong, and Raiden, and Yishan, please take note of these few words. You guys might be using it for your science in the next 3 years or so in your primary 4 to primary 6. Take note of these. Diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol. 这是三高啊，这个是三高 for mostly adults, not for y'all. Okay, so carry on.
Healthy food also helps in fighting
Obesity,
obesity and heart
diseases. So if your person is too fat, the heart must pump very fast a lot of times. It's not just like a car. A small car carry a lot of things, then you have to overweight the engines. So a small car carry about a lot of things inside the car, then you can travel, correct? The 4 tires also cannot move. The engines also cannot work well, so it's no good. So it overwork. Last paragraph. Why is junk food harmful? Yishan?
Junk food is very harmful to our bodies. It contains high amounts of sugar, salt, fats, oils, and more, which makes us unhealthy.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Sugar, salt, all these are supposed to be, some of them are supposed to be good, but these fats and oils are over excess, no good. You will clog your blood, then your blood cannot flow, then you got heart attack, bye-bye. Therefore,
It also caused a lot of problems like obesity and high blood pressure. Therefore, we must not have junk food more and encourage healthy eating habits.
thank you so much. All of you, all these are written in the secondary school and a higher level in terms of university and poly, but you are only primary 4 student. You are reading all these.
Really?
Yes, really. And guess what? Write down, Yishan, Peggy, Wu Tong, and Vincent and Raiden, write down this word obesity.
What's obesity?
Fat, being fat.
Oh,
Fat, yeah, fat guy, obese, okay? Now, I'm going to read this one. This will be your little test later. So let's read. Uncle Raymond is going to read to the class now. Anne Frank is a very famous person, and she was a girl during the World War II. After that he was so-called being exhausted and died during World War II. 4th of July. Yeah, I'm going to read the passage and pay attention. You're going to do the questions.
I can't see where you are.
Can you see me? Can you see now?
I mean, I can't see where you're reading.
Is it okay? Big enough?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to read. 4th of July 1944. Dear Diary, I was living in Amsterdam when the Nazis invaded Holland. Amsterdam is the capital of Holland.
Oh.
My family and I are Jews. I was so afraid when I saw the Nazis sending the Jewish people to the concentration camps. When this concentration camp is 一去就不回头了, it's a death camp where people go there and die just like that. Okay, I was told that they would be tortured there. My family and some of our friends have decided to hide in the secret rooms of a warehouse. I'm thankful that our friends have smuggled food and drinks to us. Life in the hideout is difficult. Oh, I wish to be able to go outdoors to play in the sun and breathe in the fresh air instead of having to stay indoors in this cramped place. Oh, how I have taken the outdoors and my freedom for granted all this while. Despite the hopelessness around me, I will and must remain hopeful that one day I will once again see the sky and run in the opens without any restrictions and fears again. Okay, I want you to spend 1 minute to read through this again. Read now, silent reading. Okay, Wu Tong, Vincent, and Yixian and Peggy.
Okay.
Okay, guys, finish reading. Wu Tong, Peggy, finish. We done finish? I expect all the questions to get correct. Please take your pen and paper. You're going to write your answer. Okay, get your pen and paper, write down your answer. I'm going to, okay, Yishan, finish? No, I finished reading already? Oh, not yet, huh? Okay, sorry. Okay, let's move. Okay, there's only 5 questions. Let me see, I can move it to here and make it smaller for you guys. Let me stop the sharing and then start again so that you can have a better, clearer pictures. Cannot, so not so good. Okay, one more time. Okay, let's go. The first 5 questions. Who wrote this diary? Why was the writer afraid of the concentration camp? In line 5, the writer was thankful because the writer was. The writer and the family hide in the what away from the Nazis. Nazis is a German soldier in World War II. Some of you will go to set 3 and take out history and you will know who are they. All right, for the time being, Nazis is a German soldier during World War II. Please do not type the answer to me. Okay, you just write on a piece of paper. I trust you. Okay, you will give me your correct answer. If it's wrong, it's wrong. This is honesty. Number 17, despite what was going on, the writer has chosen to what? Okay, look at line number 5 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the one. The highlighter is thankful. Thankful of what? Michelle, are you there? Line 5 is this. I'm thankful that our friends have smuggled food and drink to us. Thankful means what? Why must he say thankful? Okay. Don't shoot at me, please, Wutong. I'm sorry. I raise my hand up. Later, I take my Nerf gun and shoot at you. I got one big Nerf gun, I tell you. I got 100 bullets there.
Which is mine.
Don't tell them lah. Put away your this quick game, please. Okay, Peggy, have you finished all the 5 questions? Wutong, have you finished all the 5 questions? Yishan finished? All the 5? Brayden? Yishan finished? Wutong, what is your first answer for number 1?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Peggy, what's your answer for number 14? No, sorry, number 2. Sorry. What's your answer for number 2? Sorry.
1.
Number 2 is 1. Okay. What is your answer for number 3, Yishan?
3.
What is your answer for number 4, Rayden? 2.
2.
Okay. What is your answer for the last one?
2. 2.
Sorry? Vincent, what is your answer, Vincent? The last one, what is your answer? Can you tell me the answer? I can't see your finger or I can't hear you. Can you tell me quickly? If not, we're going to extend the time. We're waiting for your answer. Everyone say the answer. Your turn now. Vincent. What is the answer, Vincent? Don't write a wrong answer. Just say it. Come on. Everyone have a chance. So this is your chance. Number. Despite what was going on, the writer has chosen to what? What is the answer, Vincent? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? We are waiting for your answer. Can you unmute and tell us the answer for number 5? For number 17, sorry. What is the answer? Vincent? Vincent, what is your answer? Hello, what is your answer? Yes, what is your answer? Peggy, what is your answer for the last one?
2.
What? Sorry? 2. Okay, look at the answer now. The first one is number 2. The second one is number 1. Number 3 will be 3. Okay, so managed to get food and drinks. The number 4 is number 2. The last one is number 1. Despite what was going on, the writer has chosen to remain hopeful. Okay? So, Wutong, how many you got correct?
All.
All correct. Rayden? How many you got?
3.
Thank you. Vincent, how many you got correct? 4. Thank you, Vincent. Vincent?
All.
Yes, all correct. Okay, Vincent. Oh, Peggy 4. Okay, well done. So you know the passage. Let me show you who is Anne Frank. Then we're going to show you the salmon. We're going to eat salmon later. Wait, let me stop sharing and bring it to your next one. Let me see what we have here. Okay, look at this here. Anne Frank was born in the German city of Frankfurt and Mainz 1929. Anne's sister Margaret was 3 years her senior. So this is the place. This is a real story, yeah? A real person. This is a girl. So Anne in the final year of primary school in 1940 when the war started. So Nazis took things further one step at a time. The Jews had to start wearing a Star of David of their clothes. And there were rumors that all Jews will have to leave the Netherlands. When Margaret received a call up to report for a so-called labor camp in Nazi Germany on 5th of July 1942, her parents were suspicious. Bye-bye. In fact, the sister died. They did not believe the call up was about to work and decided to go into hiding. The next day, in order to escape persecutions, in the spring 1942, Anne's father had started furnishing a hiding place in the annex of his business premises of this place. He received help from his former colleagues. Okay, this is how he kept a diary. This is the diary. The hiding place is discovered. Anne started rewriting a diary, but before she was done, she and the other people in the hiding was discovered and arrested by the police officer on this. See, that is just now. Remember, we did the comprehension passage 4th of July. Oh, sorry, 4th of July, but this is 4th of August, 1 month later after her diary. The police arrest 2 of the helpers. To this day, we do not know the reason for the police raid attack. Despite the raids, part of Anne's writing were preserved. 2 other helpers took the documents before the secret was being discovered. Okay, you don't need to know about all this, but unless you want to go for further study about history, then you'll know more of this. Okay, this is the place. You need to know because eventually when you are in primary 4 and 5, for some school, Wutongs, okay, I think for Cat High, I remember there's some of the comprehension passage, they talk about this kind of books in a high level thinking structures as books. So you think, this kind of book so hard to read. Sorry, guys. You have to start reading all these kind of books and storybooks. No more Pokemon, no more that kind of Powerpuff Girls or Barney the dinosaur, purple dinosaur. No more, okay? So Peggy, no more Barney the dinosaur. You have to read this. This is a girl. Very sad to say, she died here. So it's a true story. Okay, you can watch the video if you want to. Okay, I can send it to you. Okay, so you can even Google it and type it out. This is, in fact, they have their website for this. Seriously, a website for Anne Frank. You see? It was a very famous lady, and her book was used for literature in, I think, in primary school as well as secondary school. So there's a museum if you want to take a look at it. Okay, so now ready?
It's time for a story about determination. So sit up straight and listen closely.
Can you hear, Peggy?
Thousands of tiny little eggs were at the bottom of a river. One of the eggs began to move very slowly. Within a minute or so, the egg cracked open and a tiny little fish appeared. That fish was a salmon. Now, at first, it was only about half an inch long, and it carried a small yolk sac under its chin for nourishment. But the salmon stayed right there near the place of its birth for almost a year, while it grew bigger and stronger. Now, the river had its own chemical smell, a smell that salmon would never forget. Well, one day, the salmon was finally big enough to leave home. It didn't know where it would go, but it just followed the river downstream. Now, as you can imagine, swimming with the current is pretty easy, and it was easy for the salmon. It swam through the rapids, it even swam down a waterfall. It even went under a tree that had fallen across the river. No problem, it was easy. Well, soon the salmon reached the river's end and coasted to a stop. The beautiful ocean was just a few hundred feet away. Its waters were cool and clear and deep. Well, the young salmon's body began to adjust to the ocean's salt water. And within a few days, the salmon plunged into the ocean depths where it found all kinds of food. Shrimp and herring and other small fish were all around. Well, the salmon stayed out there in the ocean where it grew bigger and bigger all the time. Now, in its 4th year out at sea, the salmon reached about 3 feet long and weighed over 20 pounds. Now, it lived like most other fish, swimming hundreds of miles in a year, just eating whatever it could find. But then, something new happened to the salmon. The salmon developed an urge to return home. It was an unmistakable drive to go back to its native river to produce the next generation of salmon. Well, after all this time, the salmon was more than 1,000 miles away from its home. But nevertheless, the salmon determined to go back. No matter what happened, the salmon would not give up. Well, at first, the light from the sun and the moon guided the salmon toward home. And when the salmon finally reached the coast, it stopped at the very first river that it found. But it didn't quite smell like home. It didn't have that chemical smell. So he turned south until he came to another river. But it was wrong too. Finally, on the salmon's 3rd try, it found the right river. Now, the salmon couldn't just go up the river right away. It had to stop at the river's mouth to readjust to the fresh water, because the ocean is salt water and the river is fresh water. But after a few days, the salmon continued its journey. In fact, it stopped eating so it could focus on the trip. Well, the salmon found that swimming upstream was much more difficult than when it was going downstream a few years before. The water was constantly in its face, trying to go up the river. Well, the trip was long and it was tiring, but the salmon would not give up. So that salmon followed the smell of home until it reached a fallen tree stretched across the river. Its tangled branches blocked the path. What would the salmon do? Would it just turn around and give up? Not at all. Now, there was no way over the tree, and there was no way around the tree. The only choice was to go through it. So the salmon went into the tree and wiggled and jiggled and twisted.
This is the best part I like.
Branches until it finally popped out the other side. Well, by this time, the salmon was tired and hungry, and now it was really sore from that pokey tree. But the fish kept going. It determined to get home. Well, soon, the salmon reached the bottom of a waterfall, the very same waterfall that it swam down years before. But instead of going down the waterfall, now the salmon had to go up the waterfall. Well, the salmon dove to the bottom of the river and then turned upward. It swam with all of its might and leaped out of the water, but it fell right back down again. It tried again and it fell again. It tried again and it fell again. It tried again until finally it landed on top of a rocky ledge. Well, then it tried again to leap up to the top of the waterfall. It leaped, but it fell all the way to the bottom. Oh, I don't know about you, but I would probably give up by this time, but not the salmon. The salmon was determined to get home and would not give up. So the salmon tried again. It flipped up to the ledge. 10 times it tried to flip over the top, but it failed each time. But finally, on its 11th try, the salmon reached the top and continued down the river. Let me tell you, that salmon would not give up. Well, as you might remember, there was one more obstacle that lay in the salmon's.
Sorry, Wi-Fi got problem. Give me a while.
The rapids. The water would shoot through these huge boulders and crash against the boulders more violently than ever before. There was no way under the rapids, and there was no way around the rapids, but the salmon would not give up. So with determination, that salmon swam right between those boulders, even with all the water shooting into its face. It swam as hard as it could and working its way through the dangerous rapids, squeezing its way through the chutes of water. Well, the salmon flipped itself on top of the rocks and tumbled down the other side, only to be swept away again by the rushing stream. The salmon kept retracing those steps, plunging through the water with all of its might. Finally, it flipped on top of the biggest boulder and then crashed into the river on the other side. At that moment, the salmon paused for a moment, as if it were too good to be true. Guess what? After more than 1,000 miles and one obstacle after another, the salmon finally made it home. Well, the salmon searched for a nesting site in the quiet waters of its native stream. And there it laid more than 10,000 eggs. Well, the salmon whipped its tail back and forth over the eggs to stir up the loose gravel, and the tiny pebbles covered the eggs to protect them from the hot sun and from being swept away until it was their turn to make the very same trip. Well, the salmon's journey was finally over. The next generation of salmon was secure. But why was that? It's because the salmon would not give up. Well, that's what determination is all about. And I hope that you will be like the salmon. And when you face an obstacle, do not give up, but keep trying until you succeed.
Okay, very interesting, right? I think it's not just about determinations, whether give out or not. What happened to my?
What's that?
Sorry, I think give me a minute. Okay, let me stop the video first and move on to here. Stop sharing. Yes, guys, you realize that this salmon not only use the determinations. Today's topics we are talking about. You see, why we eat salmon, and salmon is so expensive, right? Wu Tong, now you understand, right? Their body, their strengths, their determinations to go back to the streams and lay their eggs, traveling up and then go up, back up and down, travel right. Peggy, not easy, yeah. You see, a fish can do that with so determination. 以前啊，那个 salmon 不错哦 the salmon fish very strong, right? So in life, don't give up. In life, we must use our brain to think, to find and to clear the obstacle. Everything's in life, there's always obstacle and problems and issue. If a fish like a salmon can do a job like that without the GPS, without using a handphone like Wu Tong, without calling the mommy, daddy, can you help me? Can you come down, please? I'm stuck in the tree. I'm stuck in the boulders. I'm stuck in the rock. I die already. The fisherman want to eat me. The bear want to eat me. No, they'll find a way to go up. Okay, 我们连鱼都不如啊，不可能嘛，以前对吗？ We have to be stronger like a fish, 对吗？连一条鱼都懂得怎么回去生那个蛋，何况我们是小孩子，我们是人类。We have all the tools, we have all the things. Because at the end of the day, children, I want to share this. I think some of you have not finished this homework. Okay, this is the homework I want to see. So why do we need to think and be creative? That was the last week homework, right? Okay, but never mind. I'm just sharing with the two gentlemen here, Wu Tong and Vincent. So the same thing like the fish, salmon fish. Why are they so clever? Why are they able to find and use their nose, their senses, and everything of their body parts, whichever? Definitely, Vincent, you agree that salmon got brain, right? Jonah, of course he got the brain like Wu Tong, correct? That's why he can find back his place. Because the brain controls the smell, the sight, the feeling, the fin, the kind of chemicals of the river, then the fish can go back and keep up. Then the fish very OCD, on salmon, Vincent and Wu Tong. They're very OCD. He must go to that place and keep up. He cannot go anyhow and no other place. Correct, Peggy? 他一定要去那个地方生蛋的，别的地方他不可以生的。就是要坐那个椅子，就是要坐那个椅子吃饭。在 in the canteen, you must find the seat and sit down. I got student like that. Any seat cannot, I must sit this seat. So in life, this is something like that. Okay. So this is the homework like last week, that one. Okay, why must we be creative? And I think the fish are very creative enough.